channel, guys. So I am that single mom that has paid off over $200,000 in debt, and I still have just a little bit to go before I can say I am completely debt free. So I am a cash budgeter. But when I'm using cards, then that's majority of the time those are going to be debit cards. So I'm going to go over what I actually spent over the last week. So as you can see here, I spent groceries at Kroger on the 17th. It was for $34.98 at my local Kroger. Also spent an additional $54.62 at Sam's Club because that's like one of my favorite stores. Another situation here, I spent on my bills. It's going to be $460. This is a secret of what that actually is. So McDonald's for me and my son, $17.63. My son's basketball game, it was $7 on the 18th. So those two were on the 18th. I had my cell phone bill. I paid that for my son, my mom, and myself. So that was $110. Amazon, I am not really sure what I purchased from Amazon on that day, but it was a total of $35. Restaurants, it's this local thing that we do here in my actual radio station. Does this thing called Sweet Deals, and you are able to go on and get all these deals when it comes to local restaurants. So we love doing that. So I purchased that, and it's a $50 gift certificate, and you get it for half price plus, of course, taxes. So that's $28.25. My son decided that he wanted to have another restaurant day, and that's completely fine because I budget for that. So that was a $9.91. Also on that day, went to the Dollar Tree, which was $11. Lenny's, that was my dinner and my lunch for the next day. I got a huge sandwich, so that was $15. On that, the 21st and 22nd, I did not spend anything at all, so those were zero spend days. I went back to Kroger on the 23rd. I decided I was going to make a cheesecake, which was very yummy. And then I went to Target to get groceries for this week here. So I spent $24.19. I went to the Home Depot. My son and my ceiling fan started having issues, like not too far from one another. So I went and purchased 2 new ceiling fans, and they were all on sale, as you can see. So win-win there. And then my fiance and I decided that we were going to go to dinner on that same day. So I decided I was going to pay the tip because I had cash. I am that cash budgeter, guys. So I always make sure that I am having cash on hand at all times. So I do want to go through and I want to make sure that everything is here and calculated. So for the week, I spent $961.36. I'm kind of upset because that's a huge number. But I do know why I spent that much as well. When I have this bill here on line 3, that was $460. So that was the reason that was actually so much. If we go above here, we're going to see my bill trackers. So my Venmo, I paid in $237. MLG&W, I paid $200. That's my light, gas, and water company. That's local here. Student loans, which is always a headache, of course. I paid out $950 towards that. And then I had 2 additional payments that I paid out. One for $100 and one for $460. So that averaged out to $1,900. That was paid out on this week as well. So I feel that I spent a little bit too much. But I did get bills paid as well, so of course I'm happy to get that done. And I am going to make sure that we are documenting everything that we're doing, and I am putting everything in its right location. So when it comes to groceries, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this highlighted, and we're going to do this in pink. I am going to highlight in pink. And all of fun is going to be in green. I don't think that's going to be the perfect green, so let's go back up out of there and let's make that a little lighter, and let's make it maybe a blue. Let's see if that color goes well with that. And yep, that's very light. And of course that's what we need it to be, because we don't want it to overbear like some of this pink is doing right now. And when it comes to household items, we're going to make sure that it has its own color, but it's not going to be one of these. We're going to have to change this up, and we're going to make it a light purple. And so that's going to be our ceiling fans, which I'm super excited about. And let's go to Dollar Tree items. And when it comes to just doing our bills, let's go back with a lighter pink, and not necessarily bills, but bills. So that's going to be our actual cell phones and this other bill here. And I am going to, let's go back, and this Amazon, I'm really not sure what that is. I do need to go back and research this, because that is definitely there. But eating out is going to get a blue, and it's going to be a little bit darker, so this type of blue here. So it looks like we did a lot of eating out, which I am not. Well, this is not technically, so we won't actually count that in. But if we add this up, it really wasn't that much when it came to eating out. So I can definitely live with that. But it looks like we eat a lot in my household. So majority of this is going to be coming from our actual eating out. That's our biggest budget, along with this bill right here that I am still 100% okay with it. There's definitely no way I should be able to even live without paying this. So, okay with it. So, a total of $961 spent when it comes to actual bills. And we had a total of, and let's see if I'm going to be able to get this to get smaller, and to move this to come to our bill tracker where I spent out $1,967 paying bills. There we go, guys. So we are looking like we are right on track. All right, see you next week.